Away we go from Buffalo, one of the great stops on the road to the Final Four in Indianapolis. The madness rolls on. Big crowd filing in here as we get ready to start round two. And we kick off the day with the #1 seed in the Midwest, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the formidable mid-major squad, the St. Louis Billikens.
But they proved the other night, Brian, that they can win the game without making a lot of threes.
Well, here we go. Round two is underway. Our three officials, Jeffrey Anderson, high-stepping all the way through this one. He and Josh Schertz have a great history together. Allie's going to get into that a little bit later. Inside, scoring the first bucket. Brown hasn't missed a basket yet. He's 10 for 10. 9 for 9 in round one against Georgia, all inside. Here's Cadeau, three-point shooter now.
And Burnett hit threes early. Think about the space it provides Johnson and Mara inside to operate.
Oh, Brown. For Jim on Thursday. St. Louis 102 points against Georgia. Michigan 101 on the board as they beat Howard.
Howard dominated that area as you come to expect with their big lineup.
Both play a beautiful brand of ball. He can get the fast break initiated. Cadeau, no look to the wing, and three-pointer is net.
Quick offense, get it up quick. Flatten out the defense and get that shot.
Oh, Mara with a block.
Michigan
play a 5-on-4. Burnett to Yaxel Lindeboard. Another one's good.
So much for your offense. You don't want to regulate him to the bench now. You don't want to trust what he is able to do on the court without picking up another foul. But yet the offense is still.
Is open again for three, unable to connect. And the baseball pass. Oh, okay! The athletic big man. Dunlap gives it right back. Avila returns a favor. Dunlap needed that. St. Louis. Again, Dunlap from the wing. Got another one. Dunlap off the bench.
Point of attack defense. I mean, guard your man one-on-one. If you keep him under control, now we're not forced into a help situation, giving up those open threes. And how about that to knock it in to give Michigan his 2-point lead?
Brown takes the contact. Otieno that made it to the dance out of the A-10. Here's Sharma, and he's fouled, and it goes. McKinney. First run for Trey McKinney, the freshman. Cadeau. Sharma guards him. Cadeau. Top bucket inside. Elliot Cadeau started at North Carolina. Reclassified. He was a 17-year-old when he entered the mix. Three-pointers. And now Avila at the controls here. Michigan answering with a 7-0 run. McContry stops Allen.
You may want to have that.
I like that move by Jeffrey Anderson, though. It's a big game, big moment.
Gave him a chance.
I saw Josh Schertz. And a three-pointer from
the officials. That's the beautiful part about having officials like Jeffrey.
Yaxel Lindeboard. He's got a three.
To adjust his role on being on the perimeter, catching, blowing by his initial defender, and he's done an excellent job within the system. Speaking of which,
nice move. Come on, man. Avila with those two fouls pulls Mara away from the basket here. So there's room to work inside for the Billikens. And the three-pointer falls again. 2:30 remaining in this first half. Up top, Lindeborg set up beautifully. Here's Sharma now. Otieno. Extra pass. Brown got it with a fadeaway. The ball movement. The quarter three misses. So Michigan, a couple of opportunities. And now the sharpshooter Green. You get him going. Look out. Trey Green.
Whereas Johnson shoots not a lot, but 40% from three. You take that quick shot, and Billikens made you pay on the other end.
Three-pointers are flying. This is
the three. They complement each other. They can guard in space, and their ability to make plays off the dribble. There it is.
No. Run down, though, by Green. Another chance here for St. Louis.
But I like the mindset. Continue to shoot those open shots. It benefits our offense. See?
Green drives, kicks. Avila. He's got another one. They told him to keep shooting. They saw the throttle put on him in the first half with the two fouls. This feels like Robbie Avila's second half now. Mara with a rim. Oh. Green gets open. He didn't need a whole lot of space.
Nope.
Got away from Lindenborg, on the run out now. The missed three and packs it down. On the bench right now for Michigan. Here's McKinney now for three. Got it. Johnson secures.
We talked about the flow. It's a pretty clean game right now.
Oh, nothing clean about that. And now he's turned into the Big Ten Player of the Year at Michigan. McKinney, extra pass. Lindenborg for three. On cue.
He's going to pace a little bit, a little press. More so. There it is.
A steal. Burnett. Burnett going all the way. He'll put it in with the left hand.
Guarding Robbie that time is Lindenborg.
Here's Sharma. Catch and shoot. And he buries a three.
We've seen that.
Going up top, and it's Mara who sets up Merez Johnson. Another Michigan highlight. Thames. Oh, he did! Thames!
To the post. We're going to shift to the post. We're going to shift the defense and then get our bigs deeper post position like that right there. That's the difference.
Finish this one off. They set a program record for games won by more than 20 points. Three-pointer is good. Those opponents with a point differential of 110 in 3 days as Lindenborg keeps it going. That was one of the most impressive
teams, so they don't really turn it over at about 12. So the metrics, we saw it early. Brown got away with a travel. Talk about a complete.
VCU will become the last A-10 team standing. St. Louis gets the steal. Sharma lays it in. His partner with Sarah Kustok. I want to thank Jason. Thanks, Jimmy, by the way. I appreciate that. It was a thrill watching you guys and
the values that you spent with your teammates.
Thames picks a pocket. You know he's ready to dunk. And that one is denied. But they're never going to forget that win on Thursday against Georgia. And
you know what, it'd be interesting to see how much momentum.
There's Charlie. Oscar Goodman getting some minutes here. These guys have actually played a lot this year with all the blowout wins. You got an and one from Oscar the Great.
You've been waiting to say that, right?
Oscar with a block. Oscar the Great just turned into Oscar the Grouch. Denies him. And that'll take us to the finish line. And these great friends embrace Dusty May and Josh Schertz. And the Michigan Wolverines are headed to the Sweet 16. Win number 33 ties a school record. Dusty May, first Michigan coach to reach the Sweet 16 in each of his first two